let's talk about the next step in ascension work, okay? After we've hit 52 energy, after we've started looking inward, after we've started paying attention to our negative patterns and our tendencies and connections, how we relate to the world, how we relate to others, how we attach to people, okay? And what we look for when choosing to connect with someone, okay? Romantically, friendship-wise, it doesn't matter. Platonically, all of that, okay? When you start to understand your patterns and recognize your patterns, and you are existing in that 7 realm, okay? So I did a video on 52 yesterday, so please watch that, because this is an energetic dance. And you're going to come to a space that hits that 8 realm. And based on how you act in that moment or react, right, to certain situations, you're either going to be regressing back to 7 or gaining entry into 8, okay? If you are facing oppositional energies, if you are facing difficulty, if you are facing judgment, justice for your previous patterns, so the seeds you've planted previously, okay, when you were existing in those lower frequencies without awareness, okay, when you were behaving and dancing from 5 to 7, right, 5 to 7, 5 to 7, 5 to 7, discomfort, irrationality, imbalance, discomfort, irrationality, imbalance, right? That's the dance between 5 and 7. And when you hit 8, you're having to face that. So let me give you an example. Let's say you are someone who was dating someone that was dancing in the seedier side of life. Okay. It's so wild because I'm still watching My Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and this show perfectly outlines my perspective of the Art of Ascension, of the Art of Healing, of the dancing through the realms, right? It perfectly describes it. I mean, from the discomfort to the imbalance and irrationality, right? From the trauma to the transformation and the rebirth, but the darkness that also falls after that trauma, okay? That initially when she's left at the altar, that's when it's a culmination point, right? She's been through things prior to that, but at that point, it's like, it's so much trauma, it breaks her. And for a while, she's existing in that 16 frequency, right? Not even aware of what's going on internally. And then when she is able to get the help she needs, when she commits suicide and asks for help, right? Before she's able to be successful, and she receives her diagnosis of borderline personality disorder, which is one of the most perfect examples for understanding my perspective, okay? And how trauma affects us, you guys, and how trauma contributes to imbalanced behavior, okay? These energies exist within all of us. It's just heightened. It's heightened in people with BPD, okay? It's more of a caricature of the same energies we all endure, all experience, are all working through. Now it's when she gets her diagnosis and is given a map, right? This is why an example is anytime you go to rehab, you're given a map for inner work, okay? Same applies here when you're given a diagnosis. If you don't believe in labels, that's fine. It is a map. It is intended to be helpful, to help you better understand your tendencies. And you can use it as a tool to do healing work, okay? So once you start initiating those kinds of practices to help you get better, to help heal yourself, that's when we're tapping into 17 energy. Now, this is where the real testing begins as well, because 1 in 7 totals 8. And I just talked about hitting that realm of 8 wall, right? Or opening that gateway and entering that gateway. It's not comfortable. You will be facing seeds planted by a less evolved version of yourself. You will be having to face yourself. And it is how you choose to respond that determines whether you're ready for the next level. If you are faced with opposition, so I'm going to use Trent as an example in this show. She's doing better someone comes back into her life trying to blackmail her with things she's done previously. That's that 8 energy. That's that justice energy. Okay? She did do these things, right? That's why 8 represents justice. But it also represents balance. How is she going to respond? Now, unfortunately, when we're dealing with someone in the realm of 7, our immediate tendency is to react with that 7 energy. In other words, you're dealing with the shadow self, you tend to act with your shadow self, okay? You're facing darkness, you tend to act with darkness. But ascension requires you to react to darkness with light, for you to react to a lack of integrity and morality with integrity and morality. You will be surprised at how powerful balanced action is, okay? In the face of opposition, in the face of darkness, in the face of difficulty, in the face of justice. And this is when you are truly embracing 53 energy over 52 energy. You are doing the work. You have 5 pulling in 3, totaling 8. Your karma is manifesting balance. Your karma is manifesting justice in order to help you attain a state of balance. Okay? Everything plays a role in the energetic world. Okay? And it requires pressure. It requires looking at ourselves to change, to grow. This is the realm of growth, creation, abundance, balance, justice. And when you can really understand the energy of the numbers, you can dance effortlessly. So yes, numerology is a powerful tool on the path of ascension when wanting to gain mastery over your own frequencies, your own behavior, right? Your own energy. Who do you want to be? Where do you want to exist energetically? Darkness plays a role. Darkness has a place, right? True metamorphosis occurs there. Because when you are existing in a state of such pain, you have no other choice but to transform in order to transcend that pain. That's 8. And when you've truly mastered that art, then we're talking about getting into 9, okay? Then we're talking about removing people, places, and things that get in the way of remaining in that 8 state. Walk fiercely in the face of everything and anything. That's self-mastery.